most beautiful color blue I've seen this year. Write it down in the journal. Eastern bluebird. Hi, boys and girls. We're in my backyard today. An ecosystem. We're going to explore my backyard today to see what I have in my backyard. What, boys and girls? What are you saying? There's something on me? Oh, this is a baby squirrel. He is in my backyard. You probably see squirrels in your backyard, but they're much bigger. This squirrel's about 6 to 8 weeks old. He's a baby that doesn't have his mother, so Mrs. Faulkner is taking care of him. And I only do that because I'm a wildlife rehabber and I have a license to do that. So we're going to explore my backyard. We're going to see if there's some of the things that are in your backyard. I need to put him away so we can continue on with our lesson. There we go. Today, we're going to take a look at more informational writing standards for the week. 3.W2, write informative, explanatory text to explore a topic, convey ideas and information clearly. 3.W2A, include illustrations when useful for aiding comprehension. And 3.W2B, develop a topic with facts, definitions, and details. And remember, when you see the word ecosystems, you may also say biomes. All right, our first standard. An informational text gives facts about nonfiction topic. The purpose is to provide information and educate the reader about the subject. But dry facts can be boring, so you need to write an introduction that will pique their interest and make them want to read more. A common mistake is to give all that information up front in the introduction. This discourages the reader from reading the rest of the text because they won't learn anything new. Your introduction should introduce the topic to your reader, grab their attention, and give them a glimpse of what they will learn in the text. Yesterday, we took a look at a strategy by using a question in the first and second sentences. That would hook our reader. And then we had to answer that question and then let the reader know what they were going to learn throughout the text or the book. Well, today, Miss Batone read to you, what do you find in a backyard? In your backyard, you can look. Information. I love the question. What's in your backyard? In North America, backyards are often full of life. Plants and animals are living things. You might find grass, flowers, or trees in a North American backyard. Insects buzz around, birds chirp, and squirrels chatter. Yes, they do. So our first standard, we took that information. Again, this author had the title, What Do You Find in a Backyard? And then they asked again, what's in your backyard? Many of the things might be in your backyard. And you'll notice up here, there is more information. We're going to talk about that in a minute. So I want you to think about the book Miss Batone read to you today about your backyard ecosystem. What hook question could you come up with after listening to the book? Go back and listen to the story or reread the book on Epic and write down a question you could ask to hook the reader. Then you have to answer the question today and then finally tell the reader what they will learn about in that paragraph. So again, write your question, answer your question, and then tell the reader what they will learn. Informational texts also give facts, not just in the text writing, but also from yesterday, we learned you could get the information from maps, diagrams. And don't forget, because sometimes that will really help provide the reader with the understanding. For example, a map can help a reader locate exactly where an event occurred or where it's happening. In your book today that Ms. Batone read to you, she had this model up here that she read to you. Scientists use models such as this drawing of a northern U.S. backyard to help us understand how things are connected. Now, that is an illustration and it's labeled. So when you see the word model, think of an illustration. Here again was the question, and they answered it, and they let you know that you would be learning about all these types of examples in a backyard. Our third standard, 3W2B, develop a topic with facts, definitions, and details. This is an excellent detail. Not only do we see what is above the ground, we also see what is below the ground, and it is labeled. All living things need water. Most backyard plants get water from rain. Some of the rain that falls from clouds soak into the soil on the ground. Trees and other plants have roots that suck up the water from the soil. So not only do you have the written information, you also have the illustration that's labeled. So I want you to think about that when you go to do your informational writing. You will need to include illustrations, models, labels. And if you notice, the word model here is written in bold text. Bold text means you would go to words you know, words to know, or the word glossary and find out how you say the word, what that word means, and what part of speech that word is. Model is a noun. It's a representation of a real object, right? So we need to develop a topic with our facts, with definitions and details. I love this page because it has everything in it. It has our facts. It has a question. It has our model. It has details. And it has our vocabulary word in bold. This is a picture, and it's an example of a backyard food chain. The arrows show the flow of energy from the plant to the insect to the bird. So drawings also can be known as models or illustrations. Using arrows to show the direction of the food chain or the life cycle is a strategy to use that helps with our facts and our details. And I want you to notice on many of the pages it had, what do you think? You can put fast facts or interesting facts, or put that question there on your page also to provide interesting information to the reader.
I want you to think about the book Ms. Batone read to you today about your backyard ecosystem. What drawing or illustration could you come up with after listening to the book? Go back and listen to the story or reread that story on Epic. Be sure to write down 2 new backyard ecosystem vocabulary words and their definitions. So 2 more things to do today for your writing. Draw or illustrate something you learned today from the ecosystem and write down 2 words and their definitions that you learned. We're going to take a look again at our ELA reading and writing standards. They're paired up as you noticed. The main idea and supporting detail of a text goes along with our question and then supporting details. We also added vocabulary. You need to have 2 vocabulary words today, and these aren't ordinary words we'd hear in ordinary language. These have to do with the content of our backyard ecosystem. And then the illustrations. When you go to make your diagram today, your model today, your illustration that's labeled, be sure to make sure that you put all the things in your backyard. We can't wait to see what you're going to put in, boys and girls. We're very excited to see what's in your backyard today. So until tomorrow, have fun in your backyard.